Hello and welcome to our May 18th Wine and Dine. We have a very special lineup today. It'll be led here by our own MSI, Nell Galinsky. And before we get started, I wanted to just do a celebration toast. We like to do that. So hopefully you've got your wine on the ready. I see lots of you holding your wine glasses. We like that. And if you guys are welcome to pull up your meal and share this time with us as you watch these delicacies be performed in front of your eyes. And we will be pairing them with our incredible wine ambassador wines. So we've got a lot going on where people are helping share this incredible opportunity to get fine wines delivered right to your door, to get access to true fine wines that don't have artificial sulfites and additives and modifications to make a cheaper wine product, but a true fine wine at an amazing member pricing that literally lets you drink the best stuff for pretty much the same price as the garbage. And that's what we are really proud of here. And that being said, I'll go do a cheers, but for everybody that is in our process of setting, you guys are really kicking into gear. I am so impressed with how many people are stepping into that process. And this is to all of you. I see a couple of them coming in right now. They're coming in, but this is to all of you setters today. Setters, thank you for taking a leap into making your life better. God bless.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to you. Oh my gosh, that's great. All right, now, if you want to take over, let's go over what your lineup is or your people. I'm going to sit back and listen. I see from the screens, they've been getting prepped and ready for this. So you will need to unmute, and then obviously everybody that's a co-host, you guys will unmute as your turn is up. And when you're in the background, feel free to mute out so that we can focus on the awesome presenter of the time. All right, Nell, you need to unmute.
I do that all the time. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming out tonight. We do have some awesome cooks this evening. Linda Horn's going to be making our appetizer. Sean Rogers is doing the main course, and then Evie's making some amazing cupcakes. So let's get started with Linda. Linda, you want to tell us what you're preparing?
Linda, you got to unmute too.
I hit the wrong button on the side over there. Oh, okay, I'm good, right? Okay.
Yep.
Can you hear
We
me?
hear you. Yes.
Fantastic. So I'm just making something very simple. It's called roll-ups. You can put anything in a roll-up, but what I'm going to do, I have things out. I've got bacon, and what I did with my bacon is, I love it. Put it in the oven on foil and let it cook in there, but I put it up on a rack because I don't like grease. So I put it up on the rack and just cooked it probably about 15-20 minutes on 350, and then let it cool, and it just crunches right up. Perfect. I've got some bits of ham that I chopped up already, sliced slivered almonds. I've got olives. I didn't cut these up, but the ones that are in the wraps I did. Shredded cheddar cheese. This is going to be one of the couple of the wraps that I'm going to make up. This is cream cheese and mayonnaise. I use Hellmann's because I like the taste of Hellmann's better. I grew up on Miracle Whip, but sometimes I don't like that tang. So I decided to use that. I've got pickles. I did slice those up. I've got tomatoes that I sliced up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one together so you can actually watch me do it and how I did them. I will tell you that I have a downfall of more is better, not in a wrap, not in a roll. I had some all over the counter because I just go crazy, but that's why I like to make my cookies big, everything else, because it's just how I am. So you just you beat the can you see that okay? No,
Not really.
here, let me switch my places here. Okay, how about that? Can you see it now?
It's got to point the camera down a little.
And we can see you doing it, but we can't see the food.
Okay, hang on a minute.
Now we see your hand,
Here you do.
but very close up. Okay,
Okay, can you see it now?
yeah.
It's at a distance, but we see it. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. I need a
Yeah,
camera.
that's good. We're good.
That's just.
Yep,
fine.
that's good.
Okay, so just smooth that on there. And then put some bacon on there.
Yeah, anytime you wrap something, you always gotta go against the tendency to put too much in there because it just makes a mess.
Yeah, I do. I just.
I do the same. You know,
But
I
you know,
always
then I
over-
get pizza leftovers, right? The
Yeah.
over- Yeah,
Pops turn into tacos for me.
yeah, that too.
the thing you were telling me about a few minutes ago was how versatile this is. That you can make all kinds of different combinations in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you just put in whatever you want and then just roll it up. Like that. That would be not too bad, a little overage. You can use any kind of wrap that you like to use. I'm stuck on press and seal. That's my go-to because it just doesn't come undone. Saran wrap just drives me insane, but because it sticks together and everything else. And then you just roll it up. And then you put it in the refrigerator and chill it. And I've got some that are already in there. So what I'll do is I'll start cutting them up and then come back to me. How's that?
Okay. All right. We'll go on over to Sean and see what he's got up or what he's up to.
Hi,
Hi. So what's up in
Well-
Sean's kitchen?
we have Tom. He is going to be my taster.
Okay.
And what we did was we kind of cooked up the ground beef. I'm going to move you so you can see this.
Okay. So Sean, tell us
Yeah.
what exactly you're making.
They are called, we call them taco rolls.
Taco rolls. Okay.
So we have the meat with the taco seasoning,
Mhm.
and it actually just got done. So we're pretty good on that end. We
Okay.
have some black olives that'll go in there. Where's
Okay.
my camera? And some tomatoes. And then some good old fashioned cheese. You know, when you got 8 kids, you go for the big bags.
Like big
So-
bag.
Yeah. And we put all this in crescent rolls. And I'm gonna grab one that's not open.
So you're using crescent rolls and not taco shells?
Correct. So we use crescent rolls because we can put everything in there and kind of wrap it up.
Mhm.
Makes it really easy, simple to put together. And it cooks in about 12 minutes. So it's quick. It's, you know, everything kind of gels. Plus the kids really took to it because they all like the crescent rolls.
Wait, do you roll it up or do you cook it flat?
So we lay I'm not quite done with this, but you lay out the crescent rolls. Okay, and then you put the taco or the meat in the middle
Mhm.
with the cheese and tomatoes and olives, and then you kind of wrap it with the ends
Okay.
of the crescent rolls. I'll show you when I get it all put together.
Okay. All right. So you want us to come back to you? Or
Yes,
do you, okay.
that's
All right. Okay. Well, let's go over to Abby and watch her watch her put together those cupcakes, those amazing cupcakes. I can't wait to see them.
Yeah, well, with summer coming, what else is there to do but to grill? And then with grilling, we get dessert. And dessert doesn't always mean watermelon with grilling. So tonight, we're starting with some cupcakes, which I will cut right under the muffin top. And then we have mustard, which is frosting with the yellow cake coloring in it. And I've made some brownies, which will be the beef, and ketchup, which is again frosting colored in red, which sometimes turned out pink. And then lettuce, which is green colored coconut, and then the top bun. So when it's time, I will put them all together. I went ahead and made all of the cupcakes and the brownies because it has to be cool to put together.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, so, Peter? What can you
Okay.
add?
Well, I mean, we have I mean, that's quite a great summer lineup. I love and those cupcakes look amazing to me. And it's going to be fun to see when we actually taste and pair them. One of the things that we're featuring tonight, and we're going to talk about a little, is one of the new wines that's coming out this month that Linda just got today. And so just in time for her to do it, is this amazing Sauvignon Blanc that we were really excited to get. And Sauvignon Blanc is one we haven't talked about as much on here. It's a great wine for some cases where other wines just don't cut it. Sauvignon Blanc is great to have a nice chilled, refreshing wine. The thing is, Sauvignon Blanc, especially the styles that we tend to get, are great with vegetable flavors that don't work well with other wines. If you have some grilled asparagus, you will be amazed at how the Sauvignon Blanc tastes with it. It's great with salads. It's great with anything with like that vegetal taste. It also has kind of a citrus note, but the vegetal taste is one that normally really stymies wine pairing. So Linda gave me her example. She was using dill, and dill is one of those flavors that doesn't necessarily play well with other wines, but boy, does it really get exciting with the Sauvignon Blanc. And we actually have a couple, although one I can't really talk about, but the one Sauvignon Blanc, the More Than Muse, that you're going to be getting this month was an amazing one. We got quite a bit of it, so you're going to be seeing it this summer, but it's going to be the perfect wine to get really chilled and enjoy on a hot summer day. So let's see how Linda's doing with hers, and I want to hear how it goes, how the wine works with it.
Are you ready to taste, Linda?
Oh, not ready to taste. I'm plating.
Well, no, she's still plating. She's still plating, but
Oh,
that is one of them. What I have in this one is I put taco seasoning in the cream cheese, put some sour cream in there, chopped up some tomatoes, excuse me, some cheese, like your tacos, and I added some avocado.
ooh.
So yeah, I love avocado. I'm
Yeah,
almost
and
get to the dill. That's the one you wanted, right, Peter?
well, I want to hear all of them, but the dill was the one that made me say, okay, we got to get the Sauvignon Blanc, and I was excited to have a good excuse for it. So
Yeah, this one is ham and cheese, ham and dill pickles,
Mm.
and that one.
okay, yeah, you were saying that it's best to leave them in the refrigerator overnight, right?
Well, I didn't do it overnight. I did them today. It just says to chill them for a few hours. If I had my druthers, I probably would leave them in overnight. Although I noticed with the dill pickle, the juice made the wrap kind of soggy.
Okay, yeah. I mean, one of the reasons you'd want to refrigerate it is to get it nice and firm, which is going to make cutting it a whole lot easier.
Yeah, that's why I resorted to a serrated knife because the screen.
Well, that's also the best way to cut something where you don't want everything squirting out on you. So
there we go.
that looks pretty
That looks
good.
very pretty.
I just put some spinach and tomatoes and olives in it. I love black olives. You can use pimentos, you can use onions. I don't do onions. So cooked onions, yes. Okay, so we're gonna try the dill. Excuse me, Miss Thing.
Well, I see you have your taster is. I want to hear.
Oh, you should have seen them when I was cooking the bacon. They were out here panting like crazy. That brings the dill pickle out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Pickle, all these things that are normally challenging for wine pairings is where Sauvignon Blanc really shines. So I was excited to.
I love dill pickle, so.
So yeah, I know. Well, I mean, isn't that a great summer thing? It gives you that nice contrast, gives you the
Oh,
crunch and the tartness and
Mhm. Yeah, it just smooths everything out.
yeah. So what do you think of the pairing?
Delicious. I'm
Okay.
just trying to decide what it's bringing out. It really brings out the dill.
Yeah, yeah,
It
Yeah,
hangs
and it's-
fingers.
yeah. And it's nice and cool and crisp, refreshing. It's
Yeah, it made the cream cheese kind of go away.
yeah, the cream cheese is gonna fade into the background a little. That makes sense. Yeah. But
And the
yeah,
ham,
you get
ham was okay, but I don't like lunch meat. So I had to go look for some actual ham that was cut up. So I did.
oh,
I
that's
I found it chopped up and it's not processed, so.
okay. Yeah, I imagine you could do it like a prosciutto too if you wanted to.
I just don't like deli meat.
Yeah, I can understand that. But okay, well that's a pretty nice and it's a great something you can put out for a crowd. I like that. So
Yeah, I'm gonna need a crowd.
well, Niall, you on your way? But
There's bacon now.
but that's what a great thing to have as summer comes up is something you can put out because we all have people dropping in on us in the summer. So or hopefully you do. That's kind of what makes summer fun, isn't it?
Yep.
But
absolutely.
so yeah, that's so I love that. And yeah, you can probably use whatever you got in your refrigerator. If you have leftover chicken, I suppose that would probably work too. Whatever you've got.
Well, I thought maybe with the Mexican, even if you could always add some refried beans.
Yeah.
Put your sour cream and cream cheese mixture.
Yeah. And if you had like pulled pork and coleslaw, you could do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you could do whatever you got, you probably can put in there. Seafood, I bet shrimp would be great in there too.
Oh, now you're talking my language.
So, well,
You know,
I love that. So before we go on to the main course now, why don't you tell everyone why we're here?
well, we are here because we are part of a Discovery Wine Club. And each month, well, Linda was saying that she just got her wine today. Each month we get 4 or 6 bottles of wine. It's your choice. The wines come from Napa and Sonoma Valley, and these are boutique wines. They're not mass-produced wines. They are naturally fermented, and they're all delicious. I, for one, could never drink red wines until I got into this wine club. Now I can drink red wines and not get those massive headaches that I always got with other red wines. If you would like more information about our wine club, get with whoever invited you to the call tonight, and they would be happy to sign you up as a customer. Or if you would like to become a wine ambassador, like all of us or most of us are, they would be happy to help you with that too.
Yeah, and knowing Linda, this wine probably tastes extra good because it was probably free.
Yes, free wine always tastes better. My wine's been free for a while, and it does taste better than the wine that I have to pay for.
So why don't you explain to them how that works?
The free wine?
Yeah.
Well, if you are a wine lover and you sign up for our program as a wine ambassador or as a customer, and you invite 3 of your friends to come along and they get their wine delivered, then you get your free wine. If you have 1 friend and bring them into the wine club, every 4th month your wine is free. And if you have 2 friends, every 3rd month your wine is free. And if you have 3 friends, every month your wine is free. So 1 friend could be worth $400 a year to you in free wine. So just join the wine club and bring your friends in, and they will love you because they're going to get great wines every month.
Yeah, and we have some amazing wines coming up. I can't really tell you about it, but last week we were in Napa checking out the wines and figure out what we're going to bottle for the next few months. And boy, do we have some exciting surprises for you in the next few months.
That is such a hard job, Peter. Such a hard job.
I know, but I'm willing to go to that work for you guys.
Oh, thank you. We so appreciate you for doing that.
So, well, let's see how our main course is doing.
Yeah. Sean, what's going on
John, how you
over
doing?
there?
We are doing good. We put everything in, and I'm gonna actually see if I can switch my camera.
Yep.
So this is what it looks like.
Yeah, that's looking really good.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's got the olives, tomatoes, and cheese in there. And I already got the oven preheated, so I'm gonna throw that in. You know, it kind of looks like lattice work over the top.
Mhm.
That's the only thing I could think of to explain what that looked like. But as I said, this was just something that my wife Megan thought of and just threw together one night, and the kids loved it. So we've been doing it quite a bit ever since then.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna actually throw it in the oven here.
I could see that with a little bit of sour cream and a little bit of guacamole on it.
Mm.
Definitely the sour cream.
That's gonna be my coffee. Tom actually brought some salsa because I didn't have any, and I realized it right before he was leaving to come over. So we're gonna put this on the timer. It takes about 12 minutes. to
Okay.
cook. Um,
And if anyone was watching last week, we had a great salsa recipe that you could have made. You could use with this.
that would, yes.
That's right, we did.
That would have been great. And
So-
we actually, did we say what wine we're pairing it with?
You haven't told me yet, so let's hear.
So it is actually the Smith and Son Sauvignon
Okay.
Blanc. Because I didn't have the new one yet. My wine for this month has not come in. Actually, it was just charged yesterday, so it should be coming. But
Yep.
you know,
Yeah. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, especially if you live in the south, in the southern part of the country, we're already onto temperature controlled shipping because it's gotten pretty hot. So that does mean the wines take a little longer to get to you, but it keeps them good. And that's we're very committed to making sure they get to you in good shape. Because we don't use all these preservatives and things, we can't just stick it in a hot truck and let it cook while it gets to you. So, anyone in the, Florida, Texas, Arizona, you're going to be getting, it's going to be coming to you temperature controlled. The rest of the country, it hasn't gotten that hot yet, so we haven't switched to that because it does slow it down. But we will be doing everybody's probably starting by the beginning of June. So be patient when you get your wines; they'll get to you better quality that way.
That's right. And the salsa recipe that Peter mentioned, if anybody's interested in that, just get with the person that invited you. All of our recipes are on our blogs, and they're also in the chat for this week. And the ones from last week you can get from whoever invited you, and they can tell you where the recipes are.
Peter, I have a theory about missing wines.
Oh,
So in between the wine, your monthly order,
uh-huh.
get yourself a custom case, and that holds you over until you get
Right.
the wine.
Well,
Just
yeah,
saying.
absolutely. And that's actually an important thing. You get these new wines every month. When we make all these small batches of wine, so when it's got done, it's done.
Mhm.
You can't get it again. So once you get it, if you want more of it, go and get a custom case. Get enough to make through the summer. When you taste the Sauvignon Blanc and the Chardonnays we're sending out right now, you're going to be pretty excited. And so, you can't run out of wine. That's just no. You can't have missing.
It's not okay, right?
Criminal.
No.
Yeah. And literally at the member pricing, it's so affordable to keep a good stock. Even if it's 2 or 3 reds on hand, 2 or 3 whites on hand. And I'll tell you how we do it is we literally mix our food around the wines we have available. The more wines you have available, the more food you can have, because once you really get to the whole pace of pacing of pairing foods and wine together, it makes it really hard not to eat food with wine because it's such a difference and a good difference. You know, and it's amazing what one really good glass of wine does during a meal, and it just changes things. Even a cheeseburger is more amazing with a a good cab or a Merlot or wow, a Pinot Noir.
Corey, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Somebody asked me the other day, they had heard that bottles are being scarce. We don't have that issue, do we?
So some bottles are scarce, and in secondary markets they are. There's always, I mean, there's a supply chain. We happened to saw it happening, and we stocked up really big. So we don't have an issue right now, but it is an issue that a lot of people do have. We got. I mean, we run a professional operation that saw it and bought in bulk to keep the cost down. So we're in pretty good shape. But that is a problem, and it's it shouldn't be a problem, right?
Right.
As we don't go to a political conversation here, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, I got you. It just threw me off. I didn't have an answer.
Yeah, innovative wise, I mean, at some point, I guess we could just make our own glass because it's a pretty simple thing, and the price of glass coming from overseas is still so affordable. It's better to do it that way, right? And then it gets recycled and churned back. But yeah, we do not have that as a pending threat for the very near future, let alone I think we're good for a couple of years at least.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
I see some great comments coming in here as we're waiting for others. So Red Zin, that is one of our favorites, and it's something worth talking about. I can also tell you that being a member and getting new wines every month means that when a Red Zen is going to be released, you will get a bottle of that Red Zen. And I can tell you that it is on the very near horizon at some point. We've been making a Red Zen for some time now that should be ready at any moment when we say it's ready. So that's really good to see you put that on there, Kim. And I can assure you, those that are getting the mixed or the reds would receive that upon our release of that month. I can also tell you that I think Peter and I agree we should have made even more of it, because I think this run's going to go by really quick when it is released. So heads up. We're going to make more the next run. I can tell you that. But you guys, we're a boutique winery, right? We make our batches, and when they're gone, they're gone. We went through that Moscato so freaking quick, and we upped it from the last time. It's a high quality issue, but if you like the wines, do a custom case to get more. I had this conversation with somebody else the other day. It's kind of like going to Costco, right? You go to Costco and they have these big, awesome things that come in, and you think, oh, I'll get it next time. When you come back next time, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's the same with our wines, and it's we're rolling out new releases every month. We got 28 varietals that are in queue, and they're going through, and we want to keep them on there. I like to say, like, we like to drink it, and then we share the rest with the members, and then we're on to the next one the next month. But you're going to get new ones you love all the time. That's what's beautiful about it. And we get it. We have something so phenomenal in what we do here, because we have such a variety that we release that no one does it like this, right? Nobody does the true fine wine to your door like Wine Ambassador. Nobody. We are an absolute unicorn in the industry, and it's got its the ways and balances to it. One of which is we don't build up a huge inventory of a certain wine because we got new ones coming out. We're working on that next vintage. We like to make it. The thing about fine wines is they're good, really good, and they're great the next time too, because that the fruits change from year to year, and we like that, right? It's almost sad to see people get used to, like, they know that they like that. I don't want to say a brand. They like that store brand that they get in the store. It's not really a store brand, I guess. They get it at that store, and they get that wine, and they're like, I really like that wine. Well, because it tastes the same year to year to year, because it's really a recipe. and they put the grapes in there and they put all the additives for the flavorings and things to where it doesn't have a different unique taste every vintage, and it should. Ours will. I mean, when you get the next year of the Antonio Cabernet Sauvignon, I promise you it will not taste or resemble the other one of the previous year. It's just different, and that's the way it's supposed to be, right?
Right. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We were tasting the current vintages of a couple of favorites that are going to be coming out this summer, like you just mentioned, that one and this the Rickard Merlot. The next is going to taste so different than the last one, but it's amazing.
Yeah. And we that's just, and that's the way it was supposed to be. That's what we wanted when we set this up, is to have that uniqueness with the wines, and that's a true fine wine. If you take a wine from last year and this year, they taste the same, that's not okay. It's impossible, unless it's a wine punch.
Yeah, unless you add, special ingredients like some brands that we know that added sugar and to give you that oaky flavor. They put sawdust in and all these things. So it doesn't matter what grapes they could put. You could put Concord grapes that would taste like the same wine once they're done with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys are talking about our Napa. So Labor Day, we have our Grand Cru Harvest event. It's always on Labor Day, so it's September 5th this year in our own vineyards out in Napa, and we're gonna have just a whole huge lineup of amazing tables and chairs and a glorious reception that comes in. Amazing foods. We always have our stomping area to stomp the grapes as part of the tradition of harvest, and some music and festivities, and there will absolutely be a guarantee of some great, amazing wines, including wines that are going to be released at that event, including our label winner, whoever that may be. So we'll talk about the label winner. Nell, since you're hosting tonight, how do we do the label winner?
Well, it's based on a lot of different things. It's from year to year. It's a 12-month period. It's based on wine sales, the number of sales, and other things, other accomplishments through the year, right?
Correct. It's based on the team building, the personal growth of the business, and the leadership aspects of it. But when that wine label is earned, what do they get?
They get their name on a bottle of wine. That's
not just
so
a bottle of wine, but they actually get a vintage.
A vintage, right.
And when we re-release that vintage, their label keeps coming up
Year after year,
or as the vintage is ready.
Right.
Some of our vintages are ready every couple of years. So whatever that is that they earn, they get that. But they're part of the legacy that we have here. And we're doing 3 more, with one of them pretty much being decided here at the end of next month.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tight race. We actually don't know who's going to get it.
Yeah, that's so exciting for whoever it's going to be.
And we have obviously we had winners from the previous years. So Rita, the voting would be awesome, and you kind of get a chance to vote, because as teams are building, that is literally voting for the leadership that's going to be getting that, and it is a team win. It really is. I mean, we all win with it. We all get another incredible vintage and a wine that doesn't just have a name that we market with, but it's a name that means something to the family of us that are marketing. So we really like the way we do that. And I can tell you, we've kind of chosen some wines that'll be ready. So it's coming together pretty good, but that's something that'll happen at the harvest event. We'll release that out. Right. So we also release where our leadership retreat is. I guess we can go over that. So we have a leadership retreat coming up next month, literally less than 45 or less than 30 days away from now, like 25. We're on a countdown. So, we have a lot of perks here with those that are producing and building. So we're going to Waikiki, Hawaii, and we'll be working on how we build our business and share more of this incredible fine wine. And that's what we have here. We have a great way where our customers and ambassadors both get to share our fine wine and the access to them directly to their door through our Wine of the Month Club membership. And we have an amazing reward program for that. So, get with the person who brought you here. If you've got a link that show you how to get here, just try the wines, right? Our monthly membership has no activation cost. You just start by getting your first 4 bottles for $99.95, right? And each bottle has a retail value of $80 to $120. They're that good, but you get 4 of them. And if you like them, we know you'll come and order a custom case, because that's the way you're going to get more of those wines, because the following month, new wines come. All right, where are we at now?
Well, Sean needed 12 minutes. I'm not sure if we've had, are you ready to taste, Sean? Or do we need to go to Evie?
I'm ready.
You're
I
ready,
actually
okay.
just pulled it out.
Okay.
Oh, I touched it. That's hot. Can't get better than that. Real life, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna try this, and we're gonna switch the camera so you can see the cooked version.
Oh, that looks good.
Okay. And
Yes.
the really, really great thing about this is it's sizable. So you can make it at whatever size you want,
Mhm,
just with the cuts.
mhm.
Actually, I'm gonna get a spatula real fast. Oh. Here's one. Got it.
Now your friend's going to be the taster, right?
Yes, and actually, we don't have a plate out. We are all over the place.
I could use one of these
Princess plates.
princess plates.
What else do you have around when you got kids, right? So we got it.
Hey, I still have those. And my kids are in their 40s.
Did you want to add a topping to it or something? Because you got sour cream and you got your salsa. If you wanted to add something, oh, silverware. That would help.
Throw some sour cream on there. A little bit of salsa.
Doesn't that look good?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to make this.
We have the fine silverware out tonight too.
Yeah.
I love this.
Oh,
Okay.
that
I'm
was
just gonna
really good.
pick it up and eat it though. I think.
So,
Did you see
how's
that?
it? Yeah.
It's good. It tastes just like you think.
Okay.
Like tacos and crescent roll.
Well,
And
try the,
who doesn't like Mexican and crescent rolls? And then you bring them together. I'm surprised no one's ever thought of it before.
well, try it with the
It's
wine.
kind of like a Navajo taco.
Yeah, try the wine. Try it with the wine.
Fine.
So the wine was excellent before I had this, and it's still excellent after.
Does it bring out any flavors or anything like that? Maybe take
So
another taste after you take a swig? Because
Yeah, the question always
I'm
is,
going-
does the
I'm
wine
going-
change
I'm
the
going
food or does the food change the wine?
So I think with the well, I don't know. It's almost like invisible. Like the wine's like so good, and then you have it with the this kind of Mexican kind of thing. It's just like it just goes down really well. Probably too well, and you don't appreciate everything in the wine because of some of the spices and stuff like that of the for the taco. But
Well,
yeah,
it's one of the
you can use
reasons,
it. What's
Yeah.
that?
that's one of the reasons you want the Sauvignon Blanc, something crisp and refreshing. Mexican people think red meat, like the taco, like the hamburger, and think, okay, it's got to be a red wine. Red wines would be okay, but with all that spice and with the sour cream and with the salsa, you could bury a wine. That's why something like this will really work out great.
Yeah, you would think as you're eating this that like your bottle is like evaporating, somehow, just because it's like, it pairs so well, right? It's just like, oh, it's like, what happened? Must be evaporating.
Yeah, we have that problem. There's the hole in the bottle at the top,
Yeah.
but there's a hole in the bottle.
The hole in the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah, somehow, yeah. It must be a sponge in the bottom.
Oh. Okay, well, let's go over to Evie and see those magnificent cupcakes.
Okay, well, I'll make this quick because I know it's getting kind of late, but let me see, I think you can see. We cut the cupcake right under the muffin top. We put on some mustard. Kind of, you can be sloppy with it because mustard gets kind of sloppy. And then for the meat, we have brownie. And John, I have Toy Story 2 to go with your Disney princess. And we just cut some out. And if you don't have a cookie cutter or anything that fits the muffin size, you can also put the bottom of it on here and kind of cut out around it. That'll work as well. When you get the brownie, you kind of compress it so it kind of stays together a little better. Put it on the mustard. And then we will put the ketchup on. Uh-oh.
That is combining all of my favorite things. I love cupcakes and brownies.
And lots of frosting.
Yes.
And again, you know, a lot of times the ketchup leaks over the side. And we put on the green lettuce, which is green colored coconut.
Now, did you buy that green coconut or did you make that?
Oh, made it. Yep, it's coconut with green cake coloring in it. And you put on the top. You put a, oh, wait a minute. You gotta put the sesame seeds, or actually I just use sprinkles. It's a sugar water that I just, you know, just make up. One of the sprinkles. We can put sprinkles, oops, sprinkles on it. Of any kind, it doesn't matter if you really want it to look like sesame seed, you can pick the white ones out of the sprinkles. That's a lot of trouble. And you put a toothpick in it, just like all the fine restaurants do.
And there you go.
There you got it.
So
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, and fun too. Do you want to pour more wine? Get more wine for it so we can do our tasting.
And so
And
what
if
do
you want to make
you,
this with chicken, you can also, instead of the brownies, you can have white or blonde brownies, or you can make any kind of oatmeal coconut or oatmeal whatever
Yeah.
cookies for it. And that works just as well. Okay. Oh, I should probably get your napkin.
and tell us what wine you're pairing with it.
We have the Discovery Pinot because I did not get my shipment yet, and I usually get reds, but I'm so glad I changed it to a mixed box this
Yeah,
time.
you'll be happy about it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure, because the more than Muse, they are so delicious. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, but that Pinot should be great with that particular taste there.
Yeah, okay. And it's best to have your brownies a little thin because otherwise your mouth has to be like a foot, open a foot, and not many people can do that. Okay, go ahead and taste it. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. They're messy. Well, you're supposed to put them in the fridge and let them kind of solidify a little bit, but. This really brings out the chocolate flavor in the brownie. which is really good.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's something special about red wine and chocolate.
And I think the red wine kind of cuts a lot of the sweetness.
Yeah,
It makes it so much better. That's all there is to it.
Mhm. Yeah, but all in all, this is a fun summertime treat to have whenever you're having parties, get-togethers, or just for yourself too.
Yeah, those were so cute. Thank you. Thank you, Evie. That was a
Thank you.
great dessert. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try Sean's. Well, I'm gonna try all three of those recipes. I think they were all wonderful.
yeah, we had some great cooks tonight.
Yes, we did. Great recipes. And again, they're all in the chat right now, and they will all be on Linda's website, Evie's website, and Sean's website. So you can go there to get the recipes, and you can all try them.
Yep, and I'll go ahead and share them here, and then on the
With my
replay, we'll have them listed. And if you go to, what is it, the Wine Life? Oh, if you go to the Wine Ambassador YouTube channel, this will be listed there, and the recipes are always there as well. So just search Wine Ambassador on YouTube, and you'll see those. I just put them there again. This was an awesome evening, everyone. Evie, that looks really good. We'll go ahead and close off this awesome Wine and Dine tonight. And then Susan, I'll answer your question after we close this off, okay? All right, good night, everyone. God bless.